Hello and welcome everyone to day 9 of Expedition Online Season 2. I'm Jonathan Dykes. With me tonight in the Commentator's booth, we have the winner of Season 1, Jessica Martin. How you doing tonight, Jess?
I'm good. How are you, Jonathan?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to get going today. The game is really flying now. We left off everyone on day 8. We saw Garrett getting deserted at the crossroads. Going into the crossroads, there's a couple different plans.
Okay, so Garrett slept through the challenge, automatic 3 votes.
Yep.
Seemed like he had swayed everyone to vote for Gideon instead. Justin, MIA the entire time, battered at bot problems.
Yeah.
Gets crossroads. Justin goes up just in time for that. Seems like Gideon's going to be the one going out. But then Garrett opens up his mouth and says vote for Kyle and just stirs it all up.
Yeah, I mean, Garrett, it's not the first time he had done that. And it seems like whenever he feels threatened in the crossroads, that his go-to is to lay a plan out. And, yeah, and unfortunately...
Crazy.
Yeah, mix it up, cause a little commotion in crossroads. It could work to your benefit, but unfortunately this time didn't work out as he would go down, like we mentioned, 7-4-2 vote. The 3 penalty votes definitely coming into play there as he would end up going out by 3 votes. So unfortunate for Garrett. He was having such a nice role there, but unfortunately for the former team Ethan, they're getting chewed up right now. Without any more ado, let's turn things over.
Some of these people, like I said, I don't trust Ryan. Justin, I only saved him to keep our numbers high.
Of course.
I don't really have faith in him.
No, I agree.
It was good. Whatever.
He's a nice number for a while. We'll cut him when we need to.
So here's my thing. I'm thinking Kyle has to go. He can't make the end. He's going to win then at the end. I'm starting to think, are we running out of time to make this move against him? He's getting advantage.
A juggernaut.
Put each other out, or the other one's screwed.
And again, like honestly, to be straight up with you, like that when me and you had that conversation way earlier in the game, I know we didn't exactly get the cheers on it because we got kicked out of the room. But I'm 100% down with that. Like if you want to go to the end, I'm down to go to the end with you. Like,
yeah, I mean, the people I feel close with, I feel close with you, I feel close with Jared, I feel close with Maddie, right? And that's kind of where it's at, right? So we get late in the game with those 4.
Yeah, and I can honestly say at this point, I have not lied to one single person, and I'm gonna try and ride that out to the end.
I know it sucks getting a ton of votes, but they're all from people that weren't aligned with us, right? At the end of the day, I think the biggest risk is a compass, but it doesn't, at least based on how the votes have gone so far, it doesn't seem like anyone on OG Team Janet is looking to turn on you.
As we enter into the not even into crossroads, into the pre-crossroads, people are telling me, Daniel specifically, oh, we're all voting Gideon. Okay, cool. I then go into a room with Chantal, and Chantal tells me, no, the plan is still Kyle. Kyle's the plan. Kyle's it. And I learned that Kyle has a vote steal still, which, I still forget about. He told me this tonight, and I forgot about this, 3 times, even as I'm filming this. I forgot that he has that vote steal out there, which also has some implications as to the last vote, because I think now Ryan may have voted against me, and I'm still thinking, I hope that my people trust me still, because I still need their goddamn trust. And I'm really glad that I made this final 2 agreement with Kyle, although I don't know if he believes me still. I hope that Daniel and Maddie still believe me.
Alright, my confessional last night was a little all over the place, so I just want to kind of sum it up with more of a sober approach this time.
Last night we had a little extended happy hour after the game just to relax and have fun, and I think everyone needed that time to unwind, so shout out to Kyle for setting that up.
Oh my god, you don't understand how much I wanted Kyle out. they changed their mind, which pissed me off because I was outside the vote. But I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, Garrett did it to himself because he didn't show up to the competition.
Day 8 went pretty well. We had our exemption challenge, ended up being in teams, and it was about word association. And I knew this was going to be tricky for people just because some of the questions are a little harsh, like who's clueless, who's fake. I received 3 votes for fake while simultaneously getting votes for genuine and trustworthy, so I understand. Everyone just has a different perspective in this game. Feeling really solid about my final 3. Daniel and Maddie and I are definitely all together, and I think we have a really strong chance to make it to the end. Maddie told me that she has a compass, which tells me that she has a lot of trust in me because you don't just tell everyone that. We did have to manage Maddie a little bit just because she was insistent on getting out Kyle, and I understand. I think he's just getting on her nerves.
Don't trust Jared because I put his name down as fake, and they can go run and tell that. I don't fucking give a shit because I will give them fireworks at the next crossroad if they think that I am the one to mess with. Because trust and believe me, if you weren't on my good side, I will definitely convince the jury otherwise. Period.
I messed up my game last night. Totally messed it up. I tried to get Kyle out. Blew up in my face. Kyle's probably coming for me because there's probably some snake out there that told him that I was the one that said his name. He started acting weird towards me right before Crossroads, so I know that he knows. It's really like no hard feelings. Like I honestly, after like partying with Kyle last night, there's no like problem with him. The only problem with him is that I can't beat him at the end.
Today's challenge is called Plate It Up. You will need 4 cans. They need to be 12 ounces or more. You will need 2 plastic plates. You'll also need 1 shopping bag. It can be plastic, reusable, whatever you have around. And you need 1 unobstructed wall. You'll start off with the shopping bag on your wrist of the arm that is closest to the wall. Put 1 can into the bag. Take 1 of those plates and only using your fingertips, hold that plate onto the wall. With the other hand, balance this plate up and hold it up above your head. Both of your arms should be nice and straight. After 5 minutes, you'll get a 15-second transition. So you want those cans to be close by. You're going to add 1 more can. You can reposition the bag if you need to at that point, as it needs to stay on your wrist and not slide up your arm. Get that other plate up above your head for another 5 minutes. Then we'll add a 3rd can to the bag. Get that plate up above your head. Then, after another 5 minutes, you're going to take that 4th can, put it on the plate, and very carefully, now this time, if you like, you can balance that plate that's going above your head on your palm for stability. And you're going to stand here for a nice long time. If this arm starts to bend, that's okay. It just cannot come below the top of your head. If it comes below the top of your head, you're out. This arm holding on the wall must stay straight and parallel to the ground. The person who lasts the longest wins exemption. Good luck.
All right, explorers, welcome to the challenge. We have 9 explorers remaining. Garrett was voted out at last night's Crossroads. Tonight we have an endurance challenge. It's not a slide puzzle. It's called Plate It Up. All right, let's get in position. Let's get this thing underway. All right, I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1. We are underway. We will hold this for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, we will add a 2nd can. 15 seconds, we will hit the transition. The transition, you have 15 seconds to add another can to the bag. Make sure your bag stays at your wrist when you go back. All right, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. And it looks like Rob is out. Rob missed the transition. Daniel's out.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we have a transition. You have 15 seconds to add another can to the bag. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition is over. Ryan is out. After this transition, you're going to place a can on the plate and hold the can over your head. Kyle is out. And Maddie is out. We have 4 explorers remaining in this challenge. Chantel, Gideon, Jared, and Justin.
Box, how long?
Well,
I think it's another 5 minutes.
we're approaching 2 minutes left on this round. The transition for the next one is going to be quick, so make sure that you use your time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 15 seconds transition. You need to put the last can on the plate and get it up before you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It needs to be up. And Gideon misses the transition. He's out.
Dang paper plates.
So this is using all of the cans. So this will go 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was, so I can see it. Oh. Oh.
All right, Jared is out. That means it's between Justin and Chantel.
Oh.
20 minutes into the challenge. And we will transition in 4 minutes to 1 foot if we're still going. And Chantel is out. Justin has 1 individual exemption. We're at 22 minutes and 20 seconds for the challenge.
Good job, guys. That was really
Hey.
impressive.
Good job, Chantel and Justin. You guys did amazing.
Oh my
Super battle.
That was really hard.
My arms feel
That was
like
rock.
Jello.
That was so hard.
I
My
was
fingertips are
shaking.
freezing. They have no circulation to them right now.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Congrats,
I have
Justin.
no upper body strength at
Thank
all.
you.
Well, you won individual exemption, Justin. I hope it was worth it. For the rest of you, somebody is going to be voted out, and I will see you at Crossroads. You're welcome to go back to the camp.
We went into the challenge. I can't believe how long I lasted holding that stupid plate to the wall. I made it to second place, so these people better watch out, because your girl is not clueless as to what's going on.
Trying to breathe, then my arm started shaking. I'm like, I can't hold it anymore.
That was super impressive for
That was
everyone.
hard.
Yeah, that
Even
was
the
well done.
transition was so hard.
It was hard. I'm really glad I was on mute because I was like screaming. This is awful.
Sorry, Jared was owning that.
Couldn't have told you.
Good job, Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Well
Oh
done,
my,
Justin.
my hand is hurting so bad. Right? It's weird because the
My
one I used to
shoulders
push the
hurt.
plate against the wall is the one that hurts more now that I put it down.
Yeah.
You know what helped me hold the plate up? These claws.
Oh, there you go.
I literally went like this.
I love when you're like, I'm taking out every one of my nails today.
Yeah, good thing you didn't take them off.
Well,
Yeah, can we skip Crossroads and go back to Happy Hour?
Yeah, that was more fun.
Oh, it was fun until today.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
I was
paid for
thinking
that
like
Swift.
by some miracle, I was feeling fine this morning, and I was like, this just shows I'm drinking way too much during the pandemic that like I'm just building up this tolerance. Oh,
Oh, so cute. So what do you think, guys?
Right.
Start this up. We don't even know. Like no one wants to say it, but we're all.
Does anyone want to go talk not game related by the fire?
I'll socially chat with you by the fire.
Get the party started, I guess.
Are you thinking? Do you still want to do this? Because I'm on board to make this move tonight.
And like get Kyle out?
This
What's
is
gonna
what I was
happen?
thinking.
I thought Gideon was going home last night, to be honest.
Well,
yeah.
I figured Gideon was going to vote for Garrett, and then I wasn't sure where Rob and Ryan were voting because originally they were supposed to vote Garrett as like safety nets. So I think that's how he got the extra votes.
What was I like was too like anxious keeping up with it last night. What was the vote count for Garrett and Gideon?
Including the 3 that Garrett got. Like
it was 7-4-2, I believe.
I'm just trying to keep it chill tonight. I'm not trying to I'm trying to just come in tonight and just listen to everybody because last night I came in kind of hot and I'm just trying to if whatever anyone feels comfortable with, I'm cool with.
How was your chat with Daniel, Kyle, and Ryan?
Good. I mean, we all were just talking about getting Gideon out, but
Hey, sorry, I was just looking at the list of rooms and I was like, I don't want to talk to Chantal and Gideon right now.
oh.
Honestly, nobody talks to me, so I don't have time to read people's minds.
Man, it's hard to read people when they don't talk to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not cool.
I don't want to write your name down. I want to try to throw them towards.
I don't want to write your name down either. I want to write down Kyle's name.
I don't know if that's even possible at the moment.
I know. So annoying.
Yeah, big time.
Gideon, I don't trust him either because he's two-faced, okay? Don't care. He's a freaking liar. I don't have time for liars. And once you cross me, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a preference between him and Gideon, but, say what you will about Gideon. He's trying his best. He's playing as hard as he can, and, you got to respect that.
For sure.
Yeah, at least he showed up, so.
Exactly. Not only show up, man. The dude's played a compass. He's, survived multiple swaps. Again, I'm not going to have I'm not going to have a hard time writing his name down tonight, but, I still do respect the fact that he's really trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like Kyle wants Gideon, so get Gideon out, gets a nice easy vote. So
I know I understand what you're saying, but one, the problem is he has advantages, and two, I mean he's got I think too many people right now on his side that won't turn on him. So my only I can do
I don't know what to say.
No, I know. I feel you. I feel I'm not. I will do what I can to push it to be more on Ryan, and then if you both put a I know you wouldn't want to, and I know it kind of doesn't help your game, but at least gets you one round further. If you both put a vote on Ryan, it would be 3 and 5 on him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not I don't know where his vote's going. I don't even know for 100% that the other people, the other 5, will be on board for that. But it's the only thing right now that I can offer you to.
I was fully convinced that Gideon was going home. Like,
That's
I thought
what
we were
Daniel had told me too. Like, we're all voting Gideon.
right. And like,
And
I don't
so-
want either of them here. I would have preferred Garrett because he doesn't even seem to like be likable, and no one wants to work with him. But
Yeah.
like, you know, that was
It's
kind
just
of
like-
confusing for me. I was like, what?
Yeah. I'm curious, like, who has the actual understanding of what's going on in this party? Because so far, I don't feel like it's me.
I mean, last night was definitely not me.
Did Ryan actually flip on us and vote my name? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did he
So-
tell you that he didn't?
He like swore to me up and down that he didn't.
I thought when he
Okay.
pulled you into a room, he was like being like, "I'm sorry, you understand. Like, I had to vote with Gabe. Like,
He went into
whatever."
that room and immediately was like, "I want you to know, I did not write your name down. That was not what happened. This is the worst timing for me to potentially flip." Good to know that we've got like more and more confirmation that like, no, he's the one who flipped.
I mean, he never said something to me, but like,
It doesn't make
But,
sense
like, he
now, especially
kind of-
knowing the vote steal information.
I'm trying to like jog my memory, but I'm pretty sure like he said something last night about like, yeah, Gabe, like, I love Gabe, like something along those lines of like, couldn't vote Gabe.
I mean, it's definitely shaking my trust in him a lot, and deservedly so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't. I don't think he's really been showing loyalty to us. I think it was just he was just kind of going along because he had like zero option. And I'm like 99% positive he was the one that voted for Rob to make it 6-5 instead
so?
of being 7-4. Well,
So,
I mean, like,
okay.
how
I don't-
would like who would be the other person? Potentially Justin. How
Yeah,
would he
Justin,
know
just
Rob's
not-
name?
Right, no, I
wouldn't
agree.
have
I just-
told- yeah.
Justin doing something fucking weird because he's Justin. But yeah, it's more likely it's Ryan. But the
Yeah.
biggest thing is if we're going to split, we just have to make sure we're organized and that we know who's voting who.
Yeah.
So me and Rob are writing Ryan if this plan goes down, just so that we know we have 2, and then we need one more person to write Ryan, and then you 3 write Gideon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Tell me which one to write and I'll write it. It doesn't make a difference to me.
So what are you thinking, Gideon? Were you?
I've been thinking that I'll probably go. I think there's gonna be a split, so I'll probably just go the other way of the split. That isn't me.
That would be a smart idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So just for the record, I'm not putting your name down tonight.
Appreciate it, Jared.
Just FYI.
I got you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I understand. It's crazy. Like again, even tonight seems less frantic, but that's almost more ominous. I'm like,
Yeah.
never
I don't know, man. I'm just, like I said, I'm hearing a lot of different things. I'm hearing split. I'm hearing one way. I'm hearing, turn the game upside down, vote off this person. Like, okay. So, there's a lot of possibilities. All I can do is hope that it's one that doesn't include me going home.
Yeah.
The same thing that happened to me yesterday. I don't want it to happen again. And my ass is going home.
Well, let's
Well,
pull some
we'll
people
see.
then.
Actions speak louder than words, and right now, I don't trust nobody.
Let's go to the shelter
Yeah,
and try to
but-
pull some people then.
So, for the next crossroads, I have to walk with blind faith. I don't have nobody. Ryan is like, oh, I haven't lied to you all game, blah, 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 blah. You never even tried to make the effort to talk to me. I don't even know if it's because you find me intimidated, which I don't blame you, but I feel like some people should conquer their fears.
Wow.
What a night.
We all
What
hanging
a
in the
night.
shelter. I don't want to brag, but I came to the shelter and then everybody else came to the shelter.
Okay.
Daniel, it's not
And by
always
that I
about
mean
you.
I came here, sat here doing nothing for a while, then Jared came, and then everyone else came. I think it's really people like Jared's situation.
Early adopter trends.
There you go.
Rob, you want to go to the rocks?
Yeah, let's go to the rocks.
My eyes cannot roll back hard enough.
Chantel, want to go chat by the river?
Sure.
Talk to you guys too. Maddie, Chantel, can I talk in? Never mind.
Do we split the votes just in case? Because like worst case scenario, we go 3-3-3, and then we revote, and then we just vote out Gideon or whoever doesn't play the compass.
I'm starting to think maybe we split the votes with Ryan. Just because, the more that I've been talking to people, like I talked to Maddie, and she also basically confirmed, like, no, he was absolutely the one who wrote my name 2 nights ago. So
Well, not only that, like the thing that me and Daniel were talking about was like, he's also a comp beast. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
he
like
won 2
this
exemptions
one,
already.
yeah. So I think we need to go 3 Gideon, 3 Ryan. We tell Ryan Gideon just to be an extra vote, so that.
I'm down to write down Ryan's name tonight instead of Gideon's to be the vote split. No qualms writing his name.
As long as I'm still in this game, I'm gonna continue to write his name down every freaking night until I go home.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's where I'm at, because I don't do good with this minion business. Like, no, I'm not a minion.
I want to let you know that about 5 tribals ago, I had to give Ryan a legacy advantage. So he has immunity at 7.
Then Ryan has that, but like only at that tribal, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, either way, like I said, I'm hoping he goes home tonight. He's too good in comps. I don't want him around longer. And
Well, that's why I wanted to tell you, because if he like wins it on 7, then he'll probably give away his necklace. Or if he doesn't win at 7 and you guys, and that's the only shot you'll have other than now, then he's still immune.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm voting Ryan, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be throwing votes your way too. So, like I said, if I were you, I would vote Ryan. The only thing is, he might be voting. Like, I don't know what they're going to tell Ryan, if anything.
Him
so
and,
if he votes you,
I think him and Chantel are trying to get a cohort against you again.
that's possible. It is what it is. But I think your best bet is probably to convince her to vote Ryan as well. If not, hers can just be a rogue vote, and it'll be a 4-4 vote. And then, in which case, he'll be going home if I have anything to say about it.
Sounds good. Thanks for letting me know, man.
I mean, I told you, like I said, I don't want to write your name, so I'm gonna try not to. So
I'm writing yours, and I'll go talk to Chantel. If it's true, then I guess I'm down.
Praying to God that it's true, because this is our only lifeline, literally.
Okay, remind me, did we decide who else besides Gideon we're splitting with?
I don't think that I've never actually heard 2 people. I would assume it was like Ryan. Has anyone told you a name that's going to be a split vote
besides Gideon? Just want to talk to everyone individually and make sure we're good. So, are we splitting with Gideon and Ryan, or Gideon and Chantel? Gideon, Ryan.
Ryan. Okay. So far, if everyone is on the same page, me, Rob, and Jared are voting Ryan. You, Daniel, and Justin are writing Gideon.
Okay.
And then if a compass comes out, well, then the other person is gone.
It's gonna be lines drawn in the sand.
And it sounds weird because, obviously we haven't voted together the last couple of votes, but I still would rather work and move forward and strategize with you than some of the other people on my tribe from that 4.
I've been saying since Jen left, okay? And then you keep coming to me and you're like, oh, but we didn't talk and blah, 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 blah. Jared, where are you? Period. Where are you? You're not talking to me.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to you now. So
Again, I'm skeptical.
I understand, and you have every right to be. And that's the other thing, I want to have agency in this game, so it's like I need to play with people who are. Like, I don't know. I feel like it needs to be. Yeah, it's a group decision, but if you're never making the decisions, that's something to question too.
So Jared, I saw that you got to talk to Kyle for a little bit. Is he leaning toward anyone?
So he wants to vote for Gideon. He actually
Okay.
didn't say your name, which again, and I'm sorry I said that. I thought that that's what he would say because he's thrown your name out before.
Oh.
So that's why I was like, he literally even said that he was like, yeah, when Ryan doesn't win exemption, we have to get him. That's what he told me yesterday.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
I'm down to work with anybody, and I legit really do like most people. So I'm down to work with everybody. That's what I'm saying. Just because a few travels ago something happened that I was on the bottom. I've been on the bottom this whole game. I'm down to work with anybody. It's no hard feelings.
No, I mean, it's good to know. Honestly, I've been a little hesitant about just approaching you with plans, just because I figured you'd be like cut the shit. Why, how can I trust anything you could say? So, I mean, I'm happy to just kind of keep chatting. And in general, especially if you have an idea, come to me with it. I'm happy to hear you out, see what we can do. I'm not going to promise anything because, it's not going to mean anything to you. But,
yeah. But I actually voted for Gideon last night.
Did you see? We talked last night.
Yeah. Okay, come on. Well, I was drunk.
You know what I was thinking about? We're the only two left, and Chantel from our swapped group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I was thinking outside. I was like, holy shit, we made it past all the other people who were in the majority of that swap against us.
So, okay, I'm glad that we're good.
Yeah.
And I would vote for Ryan.
Ryan? Okay. I don't think that would happen. I think the odds of that are unreal.
I just don't trust him either. I really don't trust Ryan.
But yeah, I just wanted to have a name with you so that if it did happen, that at least we have our two votes going the same person.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Totally on board with that.
Okay, awesome. So yeah,
I don't know, man. They're gonna get us out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If not you, it'll be me. I don't think they're gonna go for Ryan. I really don't think so.
Even though we flipped on them?
I feel like the only person that's mad at Ryan is Kyle. And that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I don't
know. He controls the votes.
He's a leader.
Yeah.
And they're all his minions, and it's annoying.
Yeah, it'll make for a pretty boring game once we're gone.
Honestly.
So I don't know what's happening here. I just hope that Justin means what he says and he's able to get the folks he said he'd be able to get online.
All right, welcome to Crossroads, Day 9. We have 9 explorers remaining in the game. Garrett was voted out last night, and he is our second member of the jury. He's here observing you all. But let's start with Justin. Justin, you won individual exemption tonight. It was a big win for you and a big win for the internet. How much did it mean for you to win tonight, and what was your motivation?
My motivation was my keyword from last night being clueless. So I wasn't there for any strategy last night. So since I didn't have any idea what was going on, it felt a lot better going into this night, not having to worry that I had to catch up with last night and then talk about tonight as well.
How much longer do you think you could have gone? I think we went about 22 and a half minutes.
23 minutes total. My thumb went numb right before you said that I had won it. And the reason that it threw me off is because you said that Chantel dropped, and then you said, and Justin said, and I thought I had to still go, but I wasn't up there much longer than that.
Yeah, you were competing against yourself at that point. We should have let you go, just to see if you could have gotten
I was very worried my headphones gave that little learning that they were dying, and I was about to just put my foot up because I didn't want to not know when that happened. So I almost was going to be on one foot the rest of the time.
Dude, you are this season's bad internet Bobby. I love it. And we have seen you with exemption before, so feel free to chime in anytime you want tonight. Chantel, you look so solid. You were even practicing that 1 foot. How, like, what happened? Talk to me about that. And did you feel like you needed it tonight?
I just wanted to like prove to myself that like I could get to the point to win, but like my arm, the reason why I was swinging my leg was to not think about my arms hurting. So when my arms started shaking, I felt like my arms were just giving out. So I just had to tap out, unfortunately.
It was definitely a strong effort. Let's talk about last night for a few minutes. Last night, Garrett started off Crossroads with 3 votes. Maddie, did that seal his fate and make it an easy vote, or was he going anyway?
I think that pretty much sealed his fate last night. Like, just having those 3 votes, it just made it feel like an easy decision on our part to get him home. And also, he was a pretty big threat in the game, and from a strength perspective and social perspective. So it all worked out.
Well, not for Garrett, but yeah.
For everyone but Garrett. Sorry, Garrett.
Yeah. Gideon, you pulled in some votes last night at Crossroads.
I pulled in the most real votes, yeah.
Yeah, so how do you approach that when you get back to camp? Is that an elephant in the room, or do you talk about that with people?
Well, I mean, I think we went back and I was like, well, added another 4 to the collection or something like that, because that's how it is, I've been on the bottom the whole time. It's how it's gone, you play with the cards you're dealt. I'm still here. I'm happy to be here. I'm going to try to claw my way back out of this one. We'll see how it goes, Doc.
Are you notching your belt every time you get a vote? Do you have a count somewhere?
14.
14. Wow, that was quick recall. Kyle, last night you also seemed like you might be worried. And not for nothing, you did get 2 real votes as well. How were your conversations after Crossroads?
I had faith in the people that told me what they were going to do. So, and it's not the first time I've gotten votes, and it won't be the last, I'm sure. I'm sure there's probably some coming my way again tonight. But like I said, as long as it's less than somebody else, I can live with that. I said it wasn't really a surprise last night, so I'm not going to be surprised if there's votes against me again today.
Do you feel like maybe your speech or your pitch last night, do you feel like that may have helped your case or hurt your case?
I don't think it can really hurt my case, as I already have a fairly big size target on my back. So it's more just it all just comes down to how people want to play the game, what they think. If I'm the biggest target and I get voted out, somebody has to be the second biggest target or the next target on the block. So someone might want to save me because of that. I don't know. It depends on how they want to play the game. But like I said, I had faith in the people that I spoke to, and the vote went how I thought it was going to go.
So I base all my information on what you guys tell me here at Crossroads, what happens in the challenges. I'm not paying attention to anything that's said at camp. At Crossroads, you guys keep telling me since the swap, the original parties are done. Nobody's even thinking about those. But from the outside looking in, and I don't even know where people are voting. I'm just looking at the vote counts. So maybe that's true. But from the outside looking in, Chantel, the last 4 players out of the game have been from your original party, Team Ethan. Does this concern you? Are you aware of this and concerned?
Yeah, it's definitely concerning. Like, we're basically on the bottom of the totem pole and we don't have a choice. That doesn't make sense to me. Also, some people haven't even taken the time to like really get to know us or even talk to us. So it's like you're not really doing very well when it comes to jury management because we're going to the jury. So make it make sense to me.
But
yeah, go
I
ahead.
just want to throw out there, I was on a tribe with Jared when we were in the minority group, and I was basically told, one of you two are going home. We tried to make our pitch the same, and we weren't listened to that much, and then I was basically voted out. I got the votes to go home, and then I was saved by someone on the other side. So to say now, why aren't you helping me when I didn't help you? It's kind of like, well, what am I supposed to think from past crossroads?
Okay, so during that vote, that time, we didn't have control. And I even said that. I'm like, it doesn't even matter where we throw our votes, right? Because the control was at your party. So we're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't. That's on period.
Kyle, go ahead.
Just to reply to Chantel, I look at it as a two-way street. If I don't connect with somebody, they also have the chance to connect with me. I just look at it like if people are voting my name and they're not going to tell me about it or explain themselves afterwards, I'm not going to go out of my way to try and make alliances or make deals with them later on. So I'm just running with the people that I've had faith in so far and the people that I think are on my side that I have faith in. Why try and make something new when I don't need it?
I understand that you don't need it, but then at the end of the day, like, you should keep your options open. You never know, like, your own people could be against you. Like, you just never know in this game. But I mean, you have confidence in your people, and that's okay.
Well,
Yeah,
Daniel.
that's fine. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I love it when you guys talk, so go ahead.
Yeah, that's all fine, and I get the whole jury thing, but at the same time, too, like I said, it's a two-way street. I've never once said, no, I'm not going to go speak to anyone that's asked me to go to a room or whatever,
Kyle,
so...
you have not talked to me, okay? Let's just break it down. You have not. I've gone to you before I even wrote your name down. You have yet to try to come and talk to me. So with that, I feel like you don't want to work with me, and that's fine. Like, it is what it is at the end of the day. But that's how I feel. And honestly, I feel like there's like a wall with you, and like no matter what, like I tried to do or tried to talk to you, you're just gonna tell me, oh, I feel like people are gonna write my name down. I feel like this is just not an honest thing. Like, it just doesn't feel honest.
Gideon, do you feel some of these sentiments that Chantel is expressing?
About what?
About, I don't know, you doing homework over there?
No, I'm just listening.
Yeah, well, she's talking about being on the bottom and people not reaching out to original Team Ethan.
Well, you know, of course we're on the bottom, but I mean, that's really nothing new to me, at least. And as far as people reaching out, I mean, golly, people, almost everybody here has written down my name, but I've had good conversations with everybody, and I feel like for me, people have heard me out, at least heard me out, and heard what I have to say. You know, maybe some more than others, but you know, as far as if you're looking at me already on the jury, from perspective, if I was a jury member, my vote would be still completely open, just because there's really not one person that I hate.
Not one person that you hate, all right? That's an interesting way to put it.
Thanks.
Daniel, if this trend continues, would the original Team Janet's hoping that we're going to have a final six?
I think the word if is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. I mean, we still have, 9 left, so trying to talk about what might happen in a hypothetical final six is really getting ahead of ourselves here. I mean, there are compasses in this game, there are blindsides in this game, there are, individual exemptions in this game, right? So, even if the original Team Janet plan is, oh yeah, we're just going to stay Janet strong, we're going to go down to 6, best laid plans.
There's also been 2 people who we thought were voted out that came back into the game. So that could also, we're all ready for that to happen again. So we might not even be at final 9 right now for all we know.
Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what happens, Gideon just is in this game forever because it just is literally impossible to vote him out.
don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, man. You got knock on wood with that one, okay?
I got you.
Rob, does it feel like the game is wide open, or does it feel like maybe a few people are running the game?
It does feel like a few people are running the game. The kicker is I have no clue who those people are, and I would be surprised if they knew that they were also running the game, just because of how many people are scrambling around, the party and saying all types of different stuff. I'm not sure if anyone knows how effective any one person is being, even themselves.
Let me ask this, Rob. Are the conversations more about this is why you should save me, or the conversations about this is who we should take out?
I'm hearing a lot more this is who we should take out, not necessarily this is why you should save me. I think the closest we've had to a this is why you should save me conversation was at Crossroads last night. Not to throw Kyle under the bus, but when he was talking about why he should, remain in the game.
All right. Well, Ryan, this is your first night, and I think the past 3 Crossroads you've been either exempt or had the choice of exemption. Does your game change tonight after the challenge? Do you feel different tonight, or is it just business as usual for you?
No, I think it's business as usual for me. I'm always playing the game, whether I have exemption or not. I will still commit myself fully. I'm not one to lay back and just pretend like I'm on vacation, because I'm clearly not. It's a temporary blessing. So tonight is just another night, and we'll see how the night goes.
And do you want to touch on being original Team Ethan at all?
Yes, so I am absolutely in a weird spot alongside Gideon. When the party swap happened, Gideon, Gabe, and I were the only original Team Ethan in a minority group of a lot of people. So I'm honestly pretty surprised that I'm somehow clinging on by a thread, but I really appreciate new people that I've met with, that I've talked to, for hearing me out and for getting to know me and for seeing me as more than an opponent and more as someone they can work with.
Jared, you were mentioned earlier as also being on the minority in a swap. Would you like to weigh in on that one?
Sure. I think it's important because to just think about how you treat people, because we all go through different stages of this game. You might be at the top at one point and you could be at the bottom at another point. And so I feel like despite sticking with my original alliance, I am trying to hear out the original Team Ethans, because I felt like there were a lot of people that didn't want to hear me out. So I'm trying to take what I've liked and leave behind what I haven't liked. Does that mean I'm going to work with them? Probably not, but I think it's at least worth it to listen sometimes.
Jared, based on what you saw at camp tonight, do you think the person going home is going to be surprised?
No.
Okay, show of hands. Who?
Oh, I was just gonna say, just to add onto the whole being a minority in the party thing, I honestly don't think original party lines are as important as you've been implying, Docs. In my opinion, those have become kind of blurred for me personally. I think it's the whole partisan thing that we have in America. I think that rather than look at it, original Team Ethan, original Team Janet, there have been really cool people that I've met on the other side that I never met before, and I would be I even like some people on the original Team Janet more than I did in my original Team Ethan. So I think those lines are blurred, and that's for a reason, because people aren't just their party.
I mean, that's what you guys say every night. So I keep coming back to it, like I said, only because the last 4 people voted out were from original Team Ethan.
Or not, it's all along tribe line or party lines or not. I think Ryan is better than anybody else in this game at like really getting on with everybody and like being that person that can connect both sides. So, maybe what he said is broadly true, maybe it's not, but just to Ryan's point, I think like that is at least true in his experience, and I think that's, just something that he's very effective at.
Fair. Just a show of hands, who would be surprised if you got voted out tonight? Daniel. All right, I was Justin again. Like surprised that there was a delay, but yeah, I would expect Justin. So Daniel, what gives you the confidence tonight?
I mean, it's probably unearned if we're being honest, but I'm doing my best to try to trust the people in my alliance and to do what I can. I guess I should amend this. I would be surprised if I got a majority of the votes. If something crazy happens with the compass, then something crazy happens with the compass. But if they are if they're pulling the wool over my eyes and I get voted out, then I'd be very, very far from the first person for that to happen to, and you tip your hat to them and say good job. But I trust the people that I've been playing this game with, and I'm hoping that can at least carry me through to one more day.
If everybody else except for those two feels like they might be going home tonight, does anybody want to make a pitch to keep you in the game, to not vote you?
It's not so much a pitch, but just an explanation of why I wouldn't be shocked. It's just like you said, with all the advantages out there, if something happens, I could easily be going home with like one vote. So like I said, I wouldn't be shocked because I've had votes before. So it just all comes down to the advantages.
So Kyle, what is tonight's vote based on for you then?
I'm just sticking to what the plan is and just hoping that there's not some super crazy advantages out there being played. Or if they are played, hopefully they're played the wrong way.
Gideon, what's your vote tonight based on?
Okay, I mean, to be honest with you, Docs, I heard a lot of plans tonight. I'm just voting with the plan that seems like it's not going to be me.
Did you hear a lot of plans that were you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I can understand why you don't go along with those plans.
Indeed.
That makes sense.
It seems at least slightly logical.
Yeah. Rob, what are you basing your vote on tonight?
I'm basing my vote around the people who I've had trust with so far, and looking to deeper that trust with tonight's vote by going along with the plan from my quote-unquote allies. Hopefully they're not all lying to me.
All right. Well, does anybody else have anything they'd like to add before we vote? Nothing? All right. Well, Justin, you have individual exemption tonight. Are you keeping it?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay, so Justin is keeping individual exemption, which means you may not vote for Justin. Okay, I have all the votes. Before I read the vote, if anybody has a hidden advantage that you would like to play, now's the time to do so. Okay. I'm going to read the votes. Our first vote is for Kyle. Our second vote is for Ryan. Our third vote is for Kyle. Our fourth vote is for Kyle. Our fifth vote is for Kyle. That's 4 votes Kyle, 1 vote Ryan. And our sixth vote is for Kyle. That's 5 votes for Kyle. Kyle, that's enough. Kyle is our third member of the jury. Kyle, do you have any last words for the party?
Good luck, everyone. Fun in the game. It is what it is.
Alright, so everything seems to have gone by plan, but not actually how I wanted it to go down. I get Rob, Jared, and Maddie. We want to make this move against Kyle. It's time to do it. I try and make sure of them. Look, our big plan is we only really need the 4 of us. We tell Kyle and Daniel that we're splitting the vote. 4 of us will be enough.
Because to me, the plan is we want to make sure that if anyone of those three have any sort of advantage, they play it tonight. We get rid of Kyle, and we get rid of advantages. We start the game basically fresh. Yeah, it doesn't go that way because I'm pretty sure it's Jared decides to tell them all, like, oh no, we're gonna get rid of Kyle now. And it's like, what are you doing? Why are you ruining this part of the plan? You're now just giving everyone an easy vote, so if they have any form of advantage, they're not gonna play it. I'm like, alright, Ryan knowing that's not terrible. Then I find out Daniel knows, which I really didn't want him involved in it. Then I find out Chantel knows, and I'm like, why are we telling everyone? So I'm like, alright, at least if Gideon doesn't know, he's the most likely to me to have any form of advantage, he'll play it. Yeah, he knew too. As I was getting ready to vote, and I'm realizing all these people jumped on board this, I was just thinking, alright, if he has a compass, I wish I told him to play it. I wish that I had given him the heads up and the two of us could plan who to get out. If I had realized earlier everyone was on board this, I would have tried to get Kyle.
So there you have it. Kyle, unfortunately, taken out there. Everyone puts their vote on Kyle. I mean, he plays a compass on Justin, gets no love there. Has voted alongside with Maddie, Rob, and Daniel the entire game. Obviously, he's going to be disappointed. He's in a really good spot.
Definitely disappointing.
Yeah, real shame to see Kyle go, as he was stirring up a lot of the action. Interesting strategy session.
It looks like former team Ethan has just laid down and died.
Yeah, I mean,
where's the pep in Chantel and Gideon? They're not fighting for themselves.
Another thing that was kind of surprising is some of the members on the former team Janet figured out that Ryan voted for Rob and then lied to him about it, which is interesting because he's won 2 of the 3 individual immunity challenges so far, and and he's a really smart dude. So
he is someone they should be more worried about than Kyle. With Kyle's cards are all on the table. They know what he can do. Ryan is sneaky.
Yep.
And that's what you should be worried about.
Absolutely, 100% agree with that. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where they go from here. I really don't see a route for Chantel or Gideon to get to the end without winning a whole bunch of exemption challenges. I really don't see how Justin or Jared are gonna win.
I hope that they don't lay down again. Like, if they want to win, they're gonna have to really rally up and do something.
Now that the obvious threat is gone, it's gonna be interesting to see who emerges from that. If former team Janet is going to stick together after now they've taken out one of their own, or if the bottom is finally going to join the game and make some moves.
We shall see what Monday brings.
Yes, we shall. So that'll just about do it now for day 9 of Expedition Online. See you guys next time.
Well, here I am again. I survived another day, but I hope that you don't. And if you're still here and I'm still here, I will write your name until you go home.
I've been waiting a long time to do this. I hope it works.
Well, I might be voting myself out of the game here, but the only way to flip this game on the head is to seem to go with the flip. So I'll go Kyle.
I'm voting for you tonight because I just think you're too big of a threat, and I think you'd cut me at some point, so sorry.
Going for the big dog tonight.
My vote tonight is for Ryan. Sorry, buddy. You're a good guy, but you're just too strong in the competition. Can't keep you around for too long. Good luck, man.
I really hope there's no funny business and no advantages get played because I really want to see this guy go home. So, fingers crossed.
I love you, Kyle, but you are a huge, huge threat to win in this game. I know if I'm at the finals, sitting next to you, I'm going to vote for you to win, or you'd probably win, and if I'm in the jury, I'd be voting for you to win. So this is my chance to eliminate a big target.
Sorry, I think you're an incredibly smart person, strategic, and an awesome father. But Kyle, I've heard that you've been talking behind my back and that you want me out of the game. So my vote's on you tonight.